Why do they call it Taco Bell? Like, that's such a strange name.
I think it's because they decided their like mascot would be like a bell thing.
But what does tacos have to do with a bell? Like, I don't get it.
That's actually so true.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. On our way to Taco Bell, starving, haven't eaten anything today, so pretty excited for it.
The case of the missing headphones.
No, don't do that.
Oh, they're not in here.
Are you sure they're not in your backpack?
Let me check.
They have to be, like, I can't imagine where else they'll be.
Dun dun dun. We found them.
They were hiding behind the computer. Where you would expect
That's
some
actually,
headphones to
yeah,
be.
that's actually a pretty normal spot. Okay, now we're actually going. The reason we're going to Taco Bell is because basically...
Do you have a key?
Yeah, I put it into my pocket.
Go.
Just trying to, leave the room. This is what happens every time. So the reason we are going to Taco Bell is because we've actually seen a lot of other vloggers do this recently. And it looks like they've really had a good time and like had really good food, and it's been a really cool atmosphere. So we just kind of want to check out what it's all about.
And I mean, Taco Bell's originally from America, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be good to see if we can do a comparison. I've never had Taco Bell, so first time.
Because he's South African, if you didn't know.
Yeah, we don't have. Maybe we have Taco Bell in South Africa, but I've never been to one. Like, I never even seen one.
Cool. And I grew up eating Taco Bell, actually. So what we used to do is me and my mom would go to the movies growing up, because there's just me and my mom growing up. As I was saying, I grew up eating Taco Bell, actually, and what is like all over the place. So what we would do is me and my mom would go to the movies, actually, and at the movies the food was like really expensive. Like to get popcorn was like $15 in America for some reason. So there was a Taco Bell next to the movies, and me and my mom would go and we would get Taco Bell and we would hide it in her purse, and then we would like eat the Taco Bell at the movies together, and we loved it so much. It was like such a special treat, and we would do that every weekend.
My legs feel really good today. They're like
Why?
not sore for the first day in like 2 weeks.
Why?
Because of the gym.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, they feel really strong. I can't wait to get back to surfing. It's gonna be...
Do you have any expectations for Taco Bell here?
Not really, because honestly, I guess they serve tacos, but it's not a food that I've eaten regularly. Do you have any expectations?
Yes, I really hope to get a quesadilla, because that was always my favorite thing when I was little. So I'm really hoping for that. What's happening?
The line is kind of next level.
There's a line.
It's like a long line.
Wow, that's crazy, because it's like a random weekday in the morning, kind of, or early afternoon. Okay, this place is so fancy. This is nothing like Taco Bell in America. So Taco Bell in America is like the kind of place you go on the side of the road that has like trash all over it and is kind of old and really just not nice, basically. So this place is super fancy. It's like next level. It's 2 stories. There's like a secret cash register up top. There's a rooftop place, so we're outside right now. This is like a totally different experience than eating Taco Bell already in America, because that's considered quite like low class in America.
I finished my first round of Coca-Cola. This video is also about who can drink the most Coca-Cola.
For reference, we've been here for like 10 seconds. It's actually really impressive of Jordy. Another big difference already is that we have gotten one of these really fancy table buzzers. So we're number 73, and this is like what you would find in a really nice restaurant in America, basically. Like not at a fast food restaurant like a Taco Bell. What we got was a Crunchwrap Supreme meal, a quesadilla meal, and then a taco meal for Jordy to try because he's never had just a plain taco from here. So this all came up to 180K, which is like, what's that, like $13?
Yeah, which is relatively cheap comparatively to America, I think, but
Yes.
for Indonesia it's kind of expensive.
It's very expensive.
That's a lot of money for food.
But that is cheaper than like American Taco Bell. So American Taco Bell would probably be, for each meal, you'd probably pay like $8. Here we got 2 meals and a side for like $13. So 16 versus $13. It's similar price, but a little bit cheaper than America.
Well, that's a lot of food. Okay, I'm never gonna eat all of this. So, are you gonna eat all of this?
Maybe. All right, so let me tell you guys a little bit about what we have here. So here we have the crunch wrap, and here we have the quesadillas. So this is what me and my mom would always both get when we went to the movies, like I was talking about. This is exactly my favorite thing, so I'm really excited to compare how this one is to one I would get in America. So far from how it looks, this looks exactly like how it would be at an American Taco Bell. It's like basically identical, although we did opt to go with these like new special French fries instead of chips. So like normally you would get nacho chips, but because of Halloween in America, this is actually like a new thing they're doing, is the French fries with nacho seasoning. So this will be my first time trying them, but they're popular all over the world at Taco Bells right now. So the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about are these hot sauces. So I'm super excited about this. Whoa, I think we got like, wait, look at this.
What's that?
We got like an extra long one. I feel like this is like a manufacturing defect one. Normally they're like this size of packets. This is like a super special extra one. It's like when you get an egg with a double yolk in it or something.
It's like American size.
American size. I'm really happy because they gave us the typical Taco Bell sauces, which are like, because I didn't know if maybe they would give us Indonesian sambal, which is really good, but that's just not like the standard Taco Bell sauce. So it looks like they did give us the standard hot and fire sauce, which they would give you with every meal at Taco Bell in America. So you don't open that.
I know you don't open it, I just want to see what it looks like inside. Okay, so it looks like a lot of veggies, and I don't see any chicken.
Oh, it doesn't look so great.
So the sauce is interesting. I don't know what Taco Bell sauce would taste like in America, but I feel like it would be something that's not spicy.
A little bit spicy.
A little bit. Oh, okay, then maybe it's similar, because this is a little bit spicy.
It's exactly like the home one.
Oh, really?
It's definitely identical to like a quesadilla that I grew up having in America, and it's so good. Is it good? I told you, right?
So I think it tastes like a quesadilla. I think it tastes like fast food quesadilla.
Tastes like it tastes exactly like fast food quesadilla.
It's like having a McDonald's burger versus having like salt-based burger.
And then the crunch wrap, like quesadilla's better for sure. Maybe I like that there's some lettuce. I don't know, it's all right.
The crunch wrap tastes like much more healthy than the quesadilla, because the quesadilla is just cheese. So I feel like it's a little unhealthy.
That's different than I remember it.
Doesn't really taste like much.
It doesn't taste like anything.
I'm just gonna go like, yeah, it tastes alright, or it tastes good. Okay, honest opinion, maybe I need another bite. It's okay.
It's okay, just okay.
The crunch wrap was much better.
And what about the quesadilla?
The quesadilla was much better.
How would you rank the three things in order?
This is definite last
Okay.
between the crunch wrap. But again, like, it's not that I don't like this. It's just that the taste is just a little bit bland. Whereas I found the chicken meals, they were a lot better.
Because this is beef.
This is beef, so this is completely different. I think the crunch wrap was honestly my favorite.
Can I try a bite?
Yeah.
This is a hard decision about what bite to take, because down here is where all the meat is, because Jordy bit this like weird. So there's like lettuce and meat here, but the cheese and sauce is up top. I kind of want to get a bite of everything in one. You're right, it doesn't have a very strong flavor.
It's quite bland, eh?
Yes, absolutely. Maybe the beef should be seasoned a little bit more. But honestly, I barely ever even get the taco, so I don't really know like how big the difference would be. Okay, I actually have something very, very important to talk about with the soda here. Every American will know what Baja Blast Mountain Dew is. Taco Bell is the only place in all of America that you can get Baja Blast Mountain Dew, which is like, basically it's like a soda that's colored blue and tastes like fruity. That's like the thing to go to Taco Bell for, is this Baja Blast Mountain Dew. And unfortunately here, you can only get like Coke or Sprite, and you cannot get Baja Blast Mountain Dew. If you really want to have American Taco Bell, unfortunately you gotta go to America. You gotta go to Taco.
You gotta go to America. You gotta go to Taco.
You gotta go to America Taco. Hey Jordy, when you're editing, put the Taco Bell Chihuahua sitting next to me.
Where's that?
The Taco Bell Chihuahua is very much a thing. In the 90s, all of the Taco Bell commercials had the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Here, there's no reference to the Taco Bell Chihuahua. What's she doing?
I'm admiring my icicle. I'm giving my icicle a good vibe.
Surely your fingers must be cold by now.
No, I'm embracing this icicle. Have you ever heard of the ice experiment? They take multiple different pieces of ice. They do different things to it, like positive and negative affirmations.
Oh, yeah.
And then the ice crystals form in a particular way that if you use positive affirmations, the ice crystals are supposed to form in a beautiful pattern. But if you use negative, the ice is supposed to look all cracked and ugly.
Oh, wow. We should try that as a vlog someday.
Oh my god.
That'll be crazy. So this is crazy. There's like a whole line in order to get into here basically, and the parking lot is completely full. Here is the very front of the building. So really fancy and modern inside and outside. We were supposed to go to the gym to work off that Taco Bell that we ate, but unfortunately the gym is closed, so it looks like we're just gonna bathe in our Taco Bell stomachs all day. So right now we decided to come to the ITC mall again instead and buy some more hard drives for you guys so we can keep making videos.
Hi.
Hi everyone.
Hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? Taco Bell was okay. I didn't have any expectations, and I'm glad I didn't have any expectations, because I feel like if I had high expectations for it, I would have been a little bit disappointed. Considering all of that, I have no idea. I can't compare it to anything like America or South Africa, because I've never been to a Taco Bell before, but it's exactly what you would expect at a fast food restaurant. Refill service Coke, which is really nice because you can drink as much Coca-Cola as you want if that's the kind of thing that you like.
But definitely very fancy fast food restaurant.
They had a sliding door that you could go in and out of, so that was pretty interesting. They had the little buzzer thing, which you don't really see at McDonald's or KFC or anything like that. I will say one thing though, I think that Taco Bell has so much hype here in Indonesia because there's not really much Mexican food option or like Tex-Mex option. Whereas like a McDonald's, you know, you can get burgers anywhere and you can get fried chicken pretty much anywhere in Indonesia, but you can't get tacos. So it is a little bit fancier than most places, and there were a lot of people there, so that means that people really like it.
I think also the reason that it's so big is because that's the only Taco Bell in all of Indonesia. Is the one that we went to. It's like the only one in Jakarta, and I think it's quite new, so I think that that's what the big hype is. I mean, overall, maybe I was a little bit more impressed than Jordy, because for me, coming from America, that was like a really clean, fancy, upscale Taco Bell experience. Like back home, all of the fast food restaurants and stuff are really, really downscale. They're kind of like cheap food that you would eat on a road trip. They're kind of like cheap food. They're kind of like cheap food that you would eat on a road trip or something, and definitely not like high quality or expensive or anything. What else do people want to know?
So was the food exactly the same?
Yeah, the food was almost identical. Like, there were a couple of things. In America, we have an apple empanada, which is like a dessert thing on the menu. So it's kind of like a little taco thing stuffed with apples with cinnamon. So that's like one dessert item that was different that they didn't have here that they would in the US. But I think, oh, and then they didn't have the Baja Blast. But overall, like the quesadilla, the crunch wrap, the tacos, they were basically identical. The sauces were really similar. Yeah, I think the food was like pretty comparable.
That's a secret.
That's going to be the end of this vlog. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch our video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed our content, and please share it with your friends if you really enjoyed it. It just helps us keep making more videos, and we really want to be able to bring you the best content that we can, and the way we can do that is by you guys helping us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.